Hey everyone, it's CC, your girl, mental health goddess. I know it's been a little while. Seems like the month of August has been a little bit crazy, but I'm back and, ready to go ahead and get a nice reading going. As you can see, I have a little bit of a different setup for the moment. I've already, uh, you know, plucked the cards. They're face down, so I have no idea what's what. This is, in fact, a love reading. And we're going to go ahead and get started. And, you know, let's do what we do. And just so you all know, what I have going on is a 4-card spread. These cards here, that's the overall energy. These 4 up here are the clarifiers, oracle cards. Okay, I'm using the rose gold full deck. And I know how people feel about the love angels, but they actually, if you clarify them correctly, they come in great handy. So I'm using the hologram love angels to clarify. Okay, so we're doing things a little different. Let's see how this all turns out. All right, if you're with me, let's get started. First card in your deck is the Judgment. That's real pretty, right? Yeah, I love this daggone deck. Rose gold. So nice. Okay, so I will say this, and actually this is pretty decent coming out. It's a little different in love than a regular reading. And so if you're coupled, okay, let's just say there are maybe some difficult decisions to be made. You got some choices you got to make. Working on a compromise, trying to find a medium ground. Things that might be a little difficult to talk about with one another at the moment, but trying to figure out a way to do so. If you guys are already in a rough patch, you could be coming around to where you're having a fresh start with one another. Maybe you're choosing to clean the slate and start over, right? If you're a single person, this could very well mean that someone needs to go through some self-reflection, some healing, self-learning, maybe trying new things, trying a new approach to love. Maybe what you've been doing hasn't been working and you need to change some things. Not a bad card. Okay? And we all know when you're reading, especially when these things just come out the way they come out, they don't lie. Right? So, if you're single, you might have to do a little readjusting to get to the outcome and what you're looking for. Meet the person you're looking for. Okay? All right. We'll read the clarifier for that once we finish with the main cards here. All right, let's see. Card 2. Oh, I just love this deck. Oh, look at it. Okay. Knight. Oops, sorry. There you go. Knight of Swords. Look at that. So pretty. This says, a few things, believe it or not. Overall, I believe with this particular energy, it gives off passion. I mean, you see how he's rushing in, right? Saddled up on that horse, coming in hot. That's passion, all right? Full on assertiveness, like, yo, babe, I'm coming to get you now. I don't want to waste no time. I want you. You're the one. All that cute stuff. The problem in this could very well be that when moving so fast, you're not catching all the details. And so as quickly as it's coming in, it can fizzle itself out just as quickly. So, beware of moving too fast if you're single and you're meeting someone new and this person is, loving you and giving you words you want to hear and telling you all these things. Just make sure that you are moving at a pace that works for you and not too quickly. If you're in a couple ship, if you're with someone, this pretty much is like the importance of having clear communication with one another, making sure that you're on the same page, okay? Make sure that you have a clear understanding of one another and that you're going to continue to do so while you're in this unionship. All right? Make sure that what you all have together does not get drowned out by other factors and that you two have each other. Be able to communicate what your needs are, what your wants are. All right? Okay, we'll move on to card 3. Let's see. Oh, even better. This is a good read so far, believe it or not. Seems like it might be a little bit, but it's definitely a good one. Look at that. Queen of Wands. Yeah. This one, overall energy, and it's just, coming to me here from what I remember. You want to stay honest, whether you're in a coupleship or if you're single. Okay? In a relationship, you two stay honest with one another. Okay? Keep that communication open. Leave no secrets. All comes out when you do things like that. They reveal themselves over time, but to avoid going through so much of the trouble, keep yourselves honest with one another. Right? If you're having a little bit of a rough patch, you guys could be just going through a place where you don't have the excitement like you once used to. You guys can work on gaining that back by keeping that honest communication. Staying honest with one another. Okay? If you're single, of course, keep yourself confident. Stay aware. Be true to yourself. Know that you're worthy. You're worth how high that is. Okay? Keep an open mind about how you're going about the approach of love. Things don't always happen in the way you think they should, but they will in time, in the way they're supposed to. All things happen as they should, the way they should. That means, of course, someone, strong, someone who's independent, someone who's passionate, someone who, can be a friendly face. Somebody's coming in that's going to show you the qualities in which you need to see in order to keep that mind open and make a clear decision on whether or not you want to move forward and what you might want to do. Okay? Queen of Wands. That's good. I like that. It's a good read so far. We like it. We dig it. Alright, let's do it. Card 4. What we got? Let's see. Well, hot diggity. I'll be damned. Look at that. So close to the close. Close. The 10 of Cups. Look at that. Close to the ultimate happiness. Basically, it's moving in the direction of just that. You're getting close. You're getting close. And the truth be told, we all want this. We all want this. Yeah? No matter in what capacity it could be in, we want this. Okay? So, with the overall energy, that's pretty much the step right before the ultimate happiness. You moving in the right direction. If you're coupled up, you're in a relationship, your connections are growing to each other. You're getting deeper. Things are starting to get heavy. maybe even more serious. If you're already serious, you might be talking about deeper levels of commitment. Um, you know, reaching mutual goals, walking in the path together to get to that ultimate fulfillment, things of that nature, future goals, all the good stuff. We love this. We love this. This is what we all want. We love this. Of course, if you're single, personally, you're going to be overcoming some past pains and traumas, missteps that you think you may have made, right? You're going to be moving towards goals that you might have for yourself. You're going to meet someone who may have mutual goals, mutual interests, things that you two may start together, right? If you're in a new relationship, then you two may have had conversations of long-term goals, things that you two both want, and they might align together. Ultimately, for both, in this case, enjoy where you are in this. If this is where you are, enjoy where you are in this. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy where it is right now, because it's not promised to anyone. And for those that are lucky enough to have it, enjoy what you have. Don't be afraid to work on the strength of this, because you're close. You're close. This is like the next card next to that good old, we're getting to the fairy tale ever after. You're getting there. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and clarify this one. Remember what we said about the judgment. Oh, yeah. There it is. Boom. You deserve love. See that? You deserve love. You are lovable. That makes sense over the judgment energy. Don't doubt yourself. Don't you doubt who you are, whether or not you're deserving of it. Because you do. You deserve it. There might be some things that are rocky. You might even be having some troubles in your relationship, but you are lovable. You deserve to be loved. So if that situation feels there's something that's missing, it might not be what you ultimately want. You have the choice to decide to go what you want, get what you need, go after what's yours, right? You deserve that. Say it right in the cards. You deserve it. Clarify this Knight of Swords. Yeah. And I know it might sound a little crazy going with what we said earlier, but if you think about it, yeah. Let your friends help you. Let's see what it says on the bottom. Ask for and accept support from others. So if things seem like they're moving a little too fast and you're uncertain of how you should move, don't be afraid to ask a couple of people who truly love you and will give you the honest truth and tell you, hey, if you feel you got to slow down, slow down. If you want to accelerate, hey, why not? But be wary, be careful. Know what you're getting yourself into, right? Anyone who truly loves you will not steer you away. You might not like their opinion all the time. You might not like what they have to say. But in love, they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you. Yep. Okay. All I did was pluck. I didn't see any of the cards, so they're aligning. Making sense to me. Yep. Queen of Wands energy. What we have here, getting to know each other. Look at that. Let's see. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Well, hot damn. Doesn't that go? Remember what we said about the Queen of Wands? Staying honest, being true, keeping the communication open. Oh yeah, keeping the excitement plays a part here. Because, you know, even though you might be in something long term, even though you may know someone for forever, as people like to say, you still get to know them, because people change all the time. People grow, right? And if you're not growing, and if you're not learning, if you're not open to learning and growing, then you're just stagnant. You're innerly, you're dying inside. Let's put it that way. And so, yeah, constantly get to know. You want to constantly get to know each other, no matter how long you've been together, no matter how new it is. Get to know one another. That's always, right? Oh, I'm loving the read. This is good. This is good. And just to be clear, it's for the collective. No one in mind in particular, but it's anyone, right? Okay, now this has me over the moon. This one. Oh yeah, we like it. Remember, Ten of Cups energy. Look at where you're going. Look at where you headed. Heading to the ultimate happiness. Heading and hot down. Look what you get. Honeymoon. You can't make this shit up. I'm telling you. You just can't. You can't. When they line up perfectly, they line up perfectly. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. If that doesn't line up with this bad boy right here, you can say I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna tell you, when they line up, they line up. Like I said, with that Ten of Cups energy, you so close, you getting there. And once you get there, that's the bliss you're gonna feel, the happiness together, the being away together, the love, the time, everything, the energy. Somebody is gonna be all about you. You're gonna be all about them. You guys aren't gonna play those games. And that's what we all want, right? So I hope you all have enjoyed this particular love read. You know, if you like this kind of style, let me know. I don't normally do this, but in this particular case, I really have some strong energy, so I have some thorough reading to do here. Let me know how you all feel about it in the comments. Hopefully you like, subscribe, and I will see you all again soon. Take care.